क्लास से चला स्टार्ट।
Let's give the pony a cute hairstyle. Wave the magic wand and shine the hair.
Okay, good afternoon to all of you. My voice is audible.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Where are others? Why they are not joining? So we will wait for 1 or 2 minutes to others to join. Then we will start our session. So how many of you have laptops with you? Yes. How many of you have laptops or desktop? कितने जन के पास है अभी लैपटॉप और डेस्कटॉप पास में? तो बताओ, नहीं है तो कॉलेज से मिलेगा आप लोग को। हाँ
सर है।
सर आवाज सही से नहीं आ रहा।
अभी आ रहा है क्लियर आवाज?
यस सर।
अभी आया क्लियर?
यस सर आ गया।
हाँ, तो अभी बताओ किस किस के पास लैपटॉप है घर पे या डेस्कटॉप है?
हाँ सर मेरे पास है।
और किसके पास नहीं है? यस, किसके पास नहीं है लैपटॉप?
सर नहीं है।
वन
मेरे पास नहीं है। मेरे पास नहीं है।
दो और दो जन के पास नहीं है। Okay, Raj Roshan is not happy. Dolly Kumar is not happy. Isu is also not happy. Why? Golden, आपके पास है लैपटॉप? ओके, सो ठीक है, जिसके पास है तो दे विल प्रैक्टिस, जिसके पास नहीं है सो ब्रेक डाउन इन नोट्स। ठीक है, जब कॉलेज खुलेगा सो वी विल ऑफलाइन क्लासेस या ऑफलाइन लैब सेशन जब होगा तब हम लोग परफॉर्म करेंगे। फाइन, जिसके पास है दे कैन इम्प्लीमेंट साइमल्टेनियसली। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल now we have to implement the image processing technique. So for that we are going to use MATLAB. Fine. So what is the platform that we are going to use? कौन सा platform use करेंगे? we will go to
MATLAB.
MATLAB, and in some cases, if, some cases we will use Python. Okay, Python यूज करेंगे रेयर केसेस में, लेकिन मोस्ट ऑफ टाइम लोग मैटलैब करेंगे. ठीक है, एज आपका जो कोर्स ऑफ सिलेबस है दैट इज आल्सो दैट डिजिटल इमेज प्रोसेसिंग यूजिंग मैटलैब. फाइन. सो एनीवन knows about what is MATLAB? They can share their
No, sir.
experience. Anyone? So they can share their experience about MATLAB. If anyone worked with the MATLAB previously. कोई नहीं किया MATLAB? So MATLAB is a programming language like any other language. ठीक है, लेकिन ये थोड़ा डिफरेंट है. C और C++ वगैरह से डिफरेंस है. Why it is different? Now it is very easier to write a program here. Fine, because there are many predefined functions. Okay, and basically MATLAB is used for simulation purpose. Okay, or mathematical computation purpose के लिए. Fine. So when you will go for the MATLAB, जब कभी भी आपको simulation करना है, okay, simulation of any circuit or any device or any network, fine. Or if you want to perform a computational something, fine. So it will be providing a platform where you can easily perform this task. Fine. First of all. Second thing, the application of MATLAB or MATLAB can be used for every application. So it is not limited to only computer science and engineering branch. Okay. So many disciplines are using MATLAB, okay, for computational purpose. So it can be mechanical, civil, okay, even electronics, every discipline are using MATLAB. Fine. It is very helpful if you learn MATLAB. It is obviously going to helpful in your nearby future, where you can easily write the codes and simulate. So third thing is that again we does not require to learn entire application of MATLAB. Okay, so for digital image processing, the application is very limited here. So we will learn what actually we need for a digital image processing. Okay, so that thing we will understand, and we will see how this can be used for digital image processing. Fine. Fourth thing, now the question arises whether MATLAB is a open source software or not, whether it is purchasable or free of cost. Now MATLAB is a licensed version. Okay, for if you want you can purchase, it's very much costlier. But in our college we are having the MATLAB license, okay, which is installed in a server mode. Fine. So any of the desktops in the college you can access the facility of MATLAB. Fine. So what we will do, we will learn some of the basic thing about MATLAB. So the alternate of MATLAB is one Scikit Math software is there. Scikit Math software is there. Okay. So which is available freely. Okay. So once you will learn the MATLAB, if you people are interested to implement at the home, so I will suggest you the software, okay, which almost provide the features that is available with the MATLAB. You can install that one and you can perform. So whatever we do the lab. Fine. Is it clear to all of you? Is it clear to all of you? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the very important part for regarding lab. Now this time some changes are there in lab as we are taking an online mode and most of the people are not responding. Okay. So what we will do for the lab evaluation, fine, or to grade in a lab. So the lab evaluation will consist of basically three different categories. or your mark. The mark for the lab, this session, I will divide into 3 different categories. One is your class activeness. Okay, first is your class activeness. So in the class activeness, the first will be your attendance. Second, I'm going to ask some question in a class. Then what is your response? Third, after completion of lab, I will give some tasks to you. That task you have to write and submit to me, whether in LMS portal or you have to mail me or WhatsApp me. Fine? Is it clear? This is our second task. Second mark or second stage of evaluation is submission of your lab record. Submission of your lab record. So you have, as the labs are performed, okay, you have to write your record and you have to submit when the college will be reopened. Right? When the college will be reopened, so I will suggest a date. So on that date, you have to submit that lab record. We again consist of one. Then third is your surprise viva. So I can take at any day a surprise viva, okay, which will be considered as your NSEM viva. So it will be surprise, so date will be not announced. So I can take any day as a surprise. For that, again, marks will be there. Now suppose if 100 marks is there, now there will be a 50 marks for your class. Okay, the day on which we conduct the lab. Okay, then there will be a 20 marks for your lab record and there is 30 marks for your. So total 100 marks. Clear? Is it clear how the marking will be given this semester? I hope all of you, it is clear with all of you. So बाद में नहीं बोलना सर marks will come आए. Okay. So what I will do, I will evaluate in every week. So every week you are going to get some marks. Okay. So every week you get some marks. Like if there is a 10 assignments or 10 lab, so every lab consists of 10 marks. Then finally I will aggregate the marks and there will be total marks. Fine. I hope it is clear to all of you. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it okay with all of you? ठीक है या कोई changes चाहिए और? Is it okay? Okay. If you are not telling, that
Yes,
means
sir.
you are agreed with me and you are comfortable with this marking system. Fine. So let us start our session. So image processing. Okay, digital image processing. So, but in today's lab, we will not discuss about how to process the image. So, in today's lab, we will see some of the fundamental property on. We will be familiar with the environment of MATLAB. ठीक है, MATLAB में कैसे हम लोग प्रोग्रामिंग करें. So let me say the screen. Okay. So I think all of it is visible to all of you. I think. Do
Yes, sir.
be visible? So क्या दिख रहा है
Yes,
आप
sir.
लोग को? What you can see in this? What is this? क्या चीज है? क्या बोलेंगे इसको? Now this is called a window.
Command window.
This is called command window. Entire thing को क्या बोलेंगे? This is a window which provide an application interface. Okay. तो ये इसको क्या बोलते हैं? विंडो बोलते हैं. जब भी यूजर इंटरफेस है जो यूजर को MATLAB का एप्लीकेशन एक्सेस करने के लिए हेल्पफुल होगा. फाइन. क्लियर? सो दिस इज नथिंग बट ए विंडो और बेसिकली MATLAB विंडो जहाँ पर हम लोग प्रोग्रामिंग करेंगे. फाइन. अगर ये विंडो का आप देखोगे कुछ इसमें आपका कुछ डायलॉग but with tabs, menu bar is there. Okay, then some tools are there. Fine. So we can use that thing. So we will use that later. Apart from that, you can see here what important. So यहाँ पर आप देखोगे तो 4 विंडोज दिखेंगे आपको. ठीक है. Now first first window is called command window. Now this part is called command window, okay, where we are going to write our program. Okay, so this is basically used for the user. Fine. Now user will write your program here. So whatever program you write, you can write here. And one of the important things is with the MATLAB is as you write the program, you can compile it. So output going for I. Right? Now there are second type of window. This is first window, which is for the user command window, or user will write the program in this window. The second is called something workshop. दिख रहा है सबको? Workshop बोल के दिख रहा है extreme right में? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
this is
sir.
called workshop. So workshop क्या करता है? So workshop is basically have the information about all the variables, functions, and everything that we are going to use. Okay? It may be variable, it may be a function, it may be matrix, it may be array, string, anything, whatever you use. So about that entire information, like what is this data type, what is this value assigned, okay, all that things are going to store in workshop, or all the information are going to store in a workshop. Fine, clear? Now there is a third window which is called command history. क्या है? Command history. So what the command history is going to do? So it will keep track of all the command, okay, all the command that the user is going to use. तो जो भी command आप लिखोगे यहाँ पर आपका store होगा. So that what is the benefit here? Now user can easily identify whatever the command. Okay. Fine. There is a fourth window which is called current folder. So it will give the location of the file or folder where the user is currently using. Fine. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you what this
Yes, sir.
four windows present? तो मेनली हम लोग विंडो 1 में ही काम करेंगे और बाकी सबका हेल्प ले, बाकी सब हेल्पिंग हैंड है. मेन आपका विंडो 1 है. फाइन.
सीधा आवाज नहीं आ रहा.
ओके, सो नेक्स्ट थिंग आपको जानना है ये जरूरी. नाउ जो आप ये डबल क्या बोलोगे उसको, डबल व्हाट दिस ऑपरेटर इज, दिस इज लेस देन. ओके, सो व्हाटएवर द नेम ऑफ द ऑपरेटर, ओके, नाउ दिस रिटर्न सीरीज ऑपरेटर. So this is called prompt. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Prompt बोलते हैं. Fine. So prompt, we can say prompt is a symbol that we are used to take input from the user. ठीक है? So if this symbol is visible, then only we can take the input from the user. ठीक है? अगर ये prompt नहीं आएगा तो input नहीं लेगा. जब भी ये दिखेगा आपको, so what it says that, it suggests that now you can take the input from the user. Fine. So let's start with some of the commands that can be used in your MATLAB. Okay. Yeah. So let's click. So once you click, now it will be highlighted. Okay. So very first command now. So suppose I write like 1 plus, or I write suppose x equal to 4. Okay, what written? X equal to 4. So what it will do? So any answer? Correct, x equal to 2. So what it will do? Yes.
Sir, it assigned the value 4 in variable x.
So it will create a variable x and assign it to value equal to 4. Let's see. Yeah, you can see क्या हुआ चेंजेस देखो अभी क्या है जैसे ही मैं एंटर दबाया ठीक है तो क्या लिखता है वो x इक्वल टू 4 ठीक है द सेम वे वर्कशॉप में देखो एक वेरिएबल डिफाइन हुआ जिसका नाम क्या हुआ x और उसका वैल्यू क्या हो गया 4 नाउ बेसिकली वर्कशॉप में क्या बताया था वर्कशॉप में आपका क्या होगा जो भी चीज आप डिफाइन करोगे उसका डिटेल्स नाउ वन इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग इज देयर like in C++ programming. So how to define a variable? I have to define a data type. लेकिन यहाँ पर data type का जरूरत नहीं है. Fine. So how the data type is defined here? How the data type is decided? Now it is decided what value we are going to store. मतलब अब यहाँ पर मुझे int x equal to 4 लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है? सिंपल लिखा मैंने x इक्वल टू 4 जब मैं 4 लिख रहा हूँ तो बाय डिफॉल्ट अब x में समझ में आ जा रहा है x में 4 वैल्यू स्टोर की है मतलब x आपका इंटीजर सपोज आई विल स्टोर x इक्वल टू 4.5 now what will happen now x by default understand it is 4.5 so this is one of again one advantages of using MATLAB में आप डायरेक्ट वेरिएबल को इनिशियलाइज कर सकते हो fine is clear now simply I can save it I can define another variable like y equal 5 so we create two values okay then suppose I have to add these two variables so we can simply perform like z equal to x plus y so what is this is created a variable z whose value is sum of x and y fine now you can see the output here the output जो है आपका जैसे आप एंटर दबा रहे हो ठीक है जैसे आप एंटर दबा रहे हो वहाँ पर आपका आउटपुट भी आ जा रहा है वैल्यू का आउटपुट भी आ रहा है fine clear so we can define any type of variable here okay any type of variable here now one interesting thing suppose I write again x equal to suppose I change to 700 now what will happen now you can see here now value of x will be here 700 now you can see in the workshop frame में क्या हुआ now value of x is updated automatically the value of x is updated मतलब जो उससे पहले वैल्यू था ठीक है जो उससे पहले वैल्यू था 4 now 4 is over returned by the value 700 now you can see the current value of x is 700 okay along with that in the command history you can see whatever command that we are executing now you can see these are the commands that we are using so basically command history helps for keep track of what command we are executing fine it's clear yes
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so creating a variable is very easy here. Even if it is work like your simple calculator suppose I want to add two numbers like 4 now 4 plus 5 now does this give any answer let us see yes it's giving an answer equal to 9 so what actually done so in case of अगर programming C में हम लिखेंगे 4 plus 5 it will never going to give any answer but in this case if we write 4 plus 5 now what actually is done so MATLAB basically what I can say so everything will be treated as a function okay there is a concept of like operator so everything will be treated as a function so MATLAB treat this plus as a plus function okay so he knows that it is a plus function so it requires two arguments so we have passed that two arguments 4 and 5 So it perform the addition. So as we are not created any variable, so MATLAB by default create a variable called answer and store the resultant value on that. Clear? So if the user forget to create a variable or something, so MATLAB what will do? MATLAB by default create a variable called answer and store the result on it. Fine? Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is something about how to initialize or create a variable. Suppose I want to clear this window. So clear. Yeah. CLC, once you write the CLC command, now it will clear this window. But you can see whatever the variable you define that is already existing. वर्कशॉप में आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पर राइट हैंड साइड में जो कुछ भी वेरिएबल डिफाइन था वो है, लेकिन अभी क्लियर सीएलसी टाइप करने से क्या हुआ, सीएलसी टाइप करने से हम लोग का जो विंडो को क्लियर करेगा, so you written 100 lines 200 lines, fine, so it is very overhead, so suppose you want to clear the window, so simply you can write CLC command, so it will clear the window. ठीक है, साइड बाय साइड आप नोट्स लिखते रहो. Fine. Suppose I want to clear the workshop. Suppose workshop को clear करना है तो क्या कमांड देंगे, और suppose I want to delete some variable. Suppose I want to delete some variable x. So I will write something clear variable name x. Now you can see in the workshop the variable x is deleted. That means there is variable x is no more existing. Fine. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Difference
Yes, sir.
CLC command and clear command. If you write clear command, I think it will clear the total workshop. Yes. So if you write simply clear command, ठीक है, अगर clear command लिखोगे तो everything present in your workshop that will be deleted. Fine. If you write, suppose you want to delete a particular variable or clear a particular variable, then if you write clear, then variable name. So this is a difference between CLC and clear. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. सर अगर हम लोग कुछ रॉन्ग कोड लिखेंगे तो उसको कैसे दिखाएगा?
Yeah, I will discuss मैट्रिक्स बनाना पड़ेगा, वेक्टर फॉर्मेट में लिखना. So we'll discuss. Yeah. Now suppose you want to create a row. जैसे ना अगर आपको रो बनाना है तो it's very simple to create matrix. Simply I will suppose the variable x underscore. Again, one thing you have to remember. Now to declare a variable, so I cannot write like 4x equal to 5. Now it will definitely show error message. Okay, why it is showing the error message?
Yes.
Why showing the error message? So
क्योंकि सर हम लोग वेरिएबल को ऐसे डिफाइन नहीं कर सकते.
yeah, again remember the naming of the variable that we are already studying in programming language, that is followed here. Okay, so whatever we have studied C, C++ for naming the variable, same thing can be applied here. That means variable cannot be started with digit, it cannot be started with special function. Okay, so naming, तो याद रखना है जब भी वेरिएबल का नाम दोगे तो आपको थोड़ा समझ के देना. Similarly, I cannot like 5 equal 2x like this assignment operator. That will also show that. Fine. Now we know that the assignment operator में again the value should be at left hand side. Fine. So basic things of programming को आपको याद रखना है. It will follow because it is also a programming language. Fine. Yes. So somebody asked me how to create a row, or basically we can say how to create a vector. Fine. How to create a vector. So what is a vector? vector is nothing but what? One dimensional array. Right? What is vector? Vector is nothing but one dimensional array. Right? So if you were to create a vector, suppose let me name the x underscore row. Now simply use equal to. Now for the creating the vector, remember we will use the, so do rejoin the link again once it is completed. Okay. So I will use the square bracket. Okay, for the vector creation, use the square bracket and simply I give number 1, comma 2, comma 3. Okay. So then enter. Now what it is created? Now you can see. Kya wo? So it is created a variable called x row, which is consist of how many rows? 1 row, 3 columns. And what are the elements? Elements are 1, 2, and 3. It is very easy to create. Simply write. Now you have to remember here. Now square bracket here. So square bracket represent what? It is an array. Okay. Array. Again, array में हम लोग discuss करेंगे. Basically two types. One is called vector, which is called one-dimensional array. Then second is called matrix, which is two-dimensional array. There is three-dimensional array and four-dimensional array, but we are not going to discuss. Okay, so we will limit our discussion to matrix because as you may already know, to represent a digital image, what we need? We need a matrix, a two-dimensional matrix. Fine? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's see then one interesting thing. Suppose we created one more array. Now this bracket you have to remember it's separated by the column. Okay, sorry, column. Now suppose we go fine. So what will be the result of this one? Can anyone? What will be the result of this one? But what will the output? So I press enter command. What will the output? Yes, any guess? Yeah, anyone have the answer?
Sir, maybe 2 row.
Okay, 2 row, correct. And how many columns?
Column 3.
So let's see. Yeah, you are right. Now it consists of 2 row and column 3. Now one interesting thing you can observe here. What is interesting? Two things you can observe here. What happened? पहला चीज क्या है? Now in C and C++, now we cannot provide homogeneous data. That is, one within a matrix, we cannot have an integer and floating type. But here we can, as the upper one here now, as we given 2.5, now it automatically understands that it is a floating type matrix. That means all the elements will be of floating type. Okay. Second thing, now we have written something pi here. Okay, all of you may know pi. Pi is the deeper value is 3.146, which is the circumference of the circle. So even though I written pi here, it's taking its value. Okay, even though writing pi here, it's taking its value. So what is pi? Now pi is something called user-defined function. Okay, user-defined function, and what the function will do? It will return the value of pi. ठीक है। तो ये क्या है, यूजर डिफाइंड फंक्शन है जो क्या रिटर्न करेगा, ये पाई का वैल्यू रिटर्न करेगा। सो MATLAB provide this feature, so you can give the input as an user defined function. So MATLAB directly access that library files or user defined function to get the output. Fine. This is one of the benefit of the MATLAB that we are using. Clear to all of you? Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now third thing you have to remember. Now here I have separated with a colon. Now columns are used. This column is used to create or separate between the rows. Okay. Now in this case you can see it is a vector formation. So now I have to separate the value by 1 and 2 and 3. Fine. When you are creating two-dimensional matrix, okay. Now space will be decide the number of elements and column will decide the number of rows. So once you write the column or semicolon. Once you write a semicolon, it will indicate what it indicate. It will indicate that it is a matrix format. Now you can create three-dimensional matrix. Now to create a three-dimensional matrix, again very easy. How to create? Can anyone guess? Suppose the values are 1 space 2 space 3, then you have to put a semicolon, then 4 space 5 space 6, then a semicolon, then 7 space 8 space 9. Right, so let's see what we are getting. So we are getting a two-dimensional matrix. Okay, and what are the values? It consists of 3 rows and 3 columns, and you know the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Fine. Any doubt? Yes. Till now, any doubt to anyone?
सर जहाँ पर 2D हम लोग बनाए वहाँ पर मतलब सर जो आउटपुट हम लोग को दिया है पॉइंट में फ्लोट में, तो सर मतलब हम लोग 2.5 लिए और पाई लिए, तो सर उसको ना मैं यहाँ पर मतलब फ्लोट में देता तो बाकी को भी क्यों डाल दिया?
बाकी को भी अब क्या है ना, वो सबसे बड़ा डेटा टाइप कौन सा, अभी सबसे बड़ा स्पेस किसके लिए चाहिए, फ्लोट के लिए या इंटीजर के लिए? सपोज एक इंटीजर डेटा टाइप है और फ्लोट है, तो अगर मुझे दोनों को स्टोर करना है, ठीक है, तो अभी सबसे बेटर क्या होगा, इंटीजर लेना बेटर होगा या फ्लोट? अब मैं फ्लोट डेटा टाइप लूंगा, अगर सबको अगर फ्लोट कर दूंगा तो उसमें इंटीजर, हाँ, तो उसमें इंटीजर भी आएगा और फ्लोट भी आएगा। अगर मैं इंटीजर लेता तब क्या होता, कुछ फ्लोटिंग नंबर नहीं आता। तो एज मैं फ्लोटिंग नंबर दिया हूँ 2.5, तो ये ऑटोमेटिकली अंडरस्टैंड करेगा कि आई हैव टू स्टोर द फ्लोटिंग नंबर। So what it'll do, it will convert all the values to the floating type, है ना? तो अभी जो ये y रो है आपका जो मैट्रिक्स किस टाइप का है, फ्लोटिंग टाइप का,
फ्लोटिंग टाइप।
फाइन। So data type is automatically decided when the value is assigned. ठीक है, now you can see in your workshop as we are declaring it is updated. Okay, आपका जो वर्कशॉप में ये ऑलरेडी अपडेट हो रहा है। फाइन, क्लियर? एनी अदर डाउट?
Yes, sir.
Any other doubt? Any other doubt? Now, one more interesting. Now, as I say, pi here, pi is what? User-defined function. So there are many user-defined functions. Okay, like a mathematical function like x, q, or t. Give the square root. Suppose square root of 2. I know it is 1.141. So let's check the answer. Yes, the answer is 1.141. Now you can see directly use. So मैं कहने का मतलब है जितने भी डिफाइंड फंक्शंस है, आप डायरेक्टली यूज कर सकते हो, ठीक है, डायरेक्टली यूज कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पर कोई भी इश्यू नहीं होगा। फाइन, क्लियर, ओके
Yes, sir.
ओके। आई थिंक लेस देन 1 मिनट इज लेफ्ट, तो खत्म हो जाएगा, तो खत्म होने के बाद फिर से ज्वाइन करना, ठीक है।